What's up, everybody? We're live.
I miss
How's
you.
everybody doing?
I miss you, Ryan.
I just noticed your name.
I have zero drip, dude. I'm not a swaggy guy at all. I wear the same thing every day. I wear shorts and a Filippo shirt, and on my days off, I wear this hoodie and shorts.
Because I now work 100% remotely, I wear basketball shorts like 24/7.
Wait, do you really work 100% remote? Dude, that's so sick.
To be fair, it's 100%, but there's a few times a year I'll have to go in, like if I get a new employee or like the battery, my work laptop just started expanding, so I have to go get a new laptop. But that's it. Those sort of big random things.
Dude, that'd be so cool if I could just make pizzas in here and have like a belt that I could just slide them down to people. I wouldn't have to leave the house because I don't hate making pizzas. I like it. It's just the people
Right.
that I hate.
Imagine the health inspection for that.
Well, dude, even for food trucks, you have to have, in Illinois at least, I don't know, you have to have a commercial kitchen to operate a food truck here.
Yep.
So we've had a few food trucks come to us and be like, "Hey, can we say we use your kitchen?" And we're like, "No, get out of here, knock it off."
Sure, for half your profits.
I hate food. Don't even get me started on the food trucks. They don't pay tax to the city here. They pay a $75 annual fee, and they can operate anywhere on Main Street, which just pisses me off. Yeah.
That doesn't seem legitimate at all. $75 instead of taxes?
Doesn't seem fair to us, the mom and pop stores that are paying taxes out the ass for this godforsaken town. Anyways, you want to talk about pickups?
First, Josephine's here. What's going on, Josephine? Watched a whole bunch of good movies like The Swimmer and Devil in a Blue Dress, two really good ones.
Hey,
Ken's here.
Josephine's a good name.
Jeff is here. What's up? What's up?
You,
By Fur. Sean says good evening.
Love that ginger man.
Dead Sea Life. He says he's remote as well. So is Sean. What's going on, Sardis? By Fur wants Star Trek replicators for pizzas. I still want the Back to the Future. Is it Back to the Future 2 or is that the end of 1 or whatever, where they put the little tiny pizza in the microwave thing? And
that would be
watched
awesome.
those in a long time.
That would be.
And then
awesome.
Dragon's here. What's going on? Dave and Dustin, Video Man.
Dragon.
Get going so I can go to bed. That's on Thursday, Video Manin. We do that on Thursday. This is just the Shoot the Shit show. Flip, don't talk Shaw Brothers. What's going on, Antoine? Yeah, let's get into some pickups. What do you got?
I picked up some samurai movies. Most bootlegs. This one is official. This is the oldest movie that I have that's from Japan. I think it's 1920. It's a silent samurai film called Orachi. So it's cool to have. Haven't watched it yet. Haven't watched any of the samurai. 1920.
Wow.
Yeah, old. I think this is the oldest samurai movie I have now. I have stuff.
Holy hell.
I have a couple that were made during World War II, and those are really interesting to watch. Like 1942, 1943. Those are bizarre to watch, knowing what was happening in the world during that time.
Right.
Very weird. But yeah, this is the oldest one I have. I'm excited to check it out. I like the guy on the front cover. He looks very menacing.
Did you say Japanese on that one?
Yeah, this is Japanese. Yeah, this is it's called Orachi or Serpent, and this is from the Talking Silence 3 line of Talking Silence, which is I guess a Japanese label. So
sleep good, Video Man, and we'll see you on Thursday for that show.
Then I picked up Akoroshi, which is the 47 Retainers, another retelling of the 47 Ronin, which apparently there's a sequel to Keanu's 47 Ronin coming in October, like October 3rd. It's coming out on Blu-ray. It's called The Blade of the 47 Ronins. There's no trailer. The Blu-ray art cover is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. But it's got Mark Dacascos in it. So wondering how that's going to be. Then I did. I got Shinsugumi's Devil Commander. Yeah, man, these are just random. And then this one's kind of stand out because it's got Toshiro Mifune, and it's a Seven Samurai ripoff, Rise Against the Sword. So this is 19. It doesn't say. I know it's after Seven Samurai, so it's probably 1958, 1959. But I got one of the most exciting, one of the most anticipated release box sets of the year early.
You got a box set early?
Yeah, I got a Hop Along Cassidy, the really exciting.
No way.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a DVD set, 66 movies, 3 radio shows. It's like the Zatoichi of Cowboys. He's got
66 movies. Good
66 movies, dude. But on the real though, I did get a set early, and that was Eureka's Police Story 3 4K box set. Super stoked. Super Cop is the best movie in the set, hands down, no argument in my opinion. Have you seen what they did with the J card in the set?
Yeah, it's too big.
It's stupid looking. Then I also got the Angela Mouse set early. That is Lady Whirlwind and Hop Keto on 2 discs. No, it's not 2 discs.
It was a joke because of the old Mill Creek releases.
I mean, it's stacked like the old Mill Creek releases. But on the real though, the most bizarre thing in this last 2 weeks, I got Shawscope Volume 2 3 months early.
2 months early. And
now 3.
Well, 2 months and a week, basically. But the best part is you got it 2 months early before they delayed the set.
So here's what's weird with this set is that when they put out their little teaser for the year, it said Shaw 2, I think like June or July. So we were expecting it. Yeah. We were expecting it this summer. Those announcements came and went. August, September came and went. It leaks on Amazon. Then the following day they get an announcement, and then Dragon, who's watching, Fanatical Dragon, he got sent review discs last week, and they said, "Hey, we're not sending you disc 2. There's an issue with the review disc, but it shouldn't affect the final product," which I think is weird. And usually, when you have review discs, they are like the copies that come back from the replicator that you got to check. And then Grindhouse listed it. I called you because Sean, food for thought, didn't answer his goddamn phone when he posted it on Instagram. I was freaking out, dude. I was like, oh fuck. So I called Sean, no answer, because he said, hey, a certain company is shipping these already. And I was like, what? So I call you. You're like, yeah, Grindhouse Video already has them in stock. They had 2 left. I got it. It showed up. It's legit. It's incredible. I mean, and then today I get the set. I wake up. It's already been delayed to December, and then I get the set like a few minutes, like a few minutes later. So, Stardust says, "Did you check this too?" Yeah, I did. I put this to my Blu-ray player. It didn't start right away. It's probably my Blu-ray player though. It's like 99% my Blu-ray player. So every other disc worked fine. I am going to go through this thoroughly and try to review the whole set by Monday.
Jesus.
I've already watched one of the movies today. I'm going to watch probably 2 more tonight. I think the lineup is really good.
Yeah.
I think the lineup is fucking solid. I think it's better than box set 1. Even though box set has 5 Deadly Venoms and Crippled Avengers, those are 2 classics. This one has a lot more Venomob stuff. There's a Dragon said there's a visual essay on the Venomob that's apparently really, really good. I just don't understand how this got pushed back.
So Dead Sea Life asks, I don't understand how they pushed it back if some people already have it. So what I am hearing is that there is currently some supply chain issues in the UK, and some of the stuff that Arrow needed to fully package everything to get it to the US in time is not going to make it for all of the packages. So instead of saying some of you will get it early, but we're going to delay some of them, they just said, we will delay the package entirely, and some of you will likely get it early. They're not saying that publicly, but a lot of people will likely get it early.
I heard from a distributor who sold me another copy that do not name me, because Arrow's very adamant, do not sell this. So I don't know what's happening. It's weird. It's either there's an issue with one of the discs, or they just couldn't produce enough copies for pre-orders, which is what I'm thinking. But either way, fucking awesome. Awesome. Can you guys guess what release of the year is going to be? Can anybody guess?
Folk horror box set from Severin.
Oh, God. No, dude. I'm not an idiot. That was last year, right?
Technically, most people got it this year.
But it was release date last year, right?
The only from Severin's site, the retail date was in 2022.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, and then this week I should be getting On the Run from 88. I should be getting my Vinegar Syndrome package. So it's literally like everything I want for the rest of the year. Are they going to
Jeff is asking, are they going to give Mike at Grindhouse Video shit? They will not, because Arrow doesn't control distribution in the US. It is only MVD that does. And MVD allowed Mike to order them and send them out.
So
Arrow could be pissed at MVD, but Mike's going to be fine.
Huh. But it's weird that like Jesse from Diabolic said that. I heard that he said they're not shipping it out early. Which
Correct.
Jesse seems to be more company-facing oriented.
Agreed there.
So
what's going on, Matt?
Matt. But yeah, I mean, this thing it's two more movies than the first one. It's 14. Right. The book's nice. The book does not, from what I've seen, the first book had hints at what was in here. This book has nothing. So, yeah, pretty pumped.
Sean says, yes, Madam pre-orders are up at Eureka on the 29th, but I hear 88 Films are putting it out in the US.
Yeah, dude, this is what... I mean, it's good that, Region A, Region B are getting releases, but from a Region 3 person, it was really nice not having to double dip. Like, there are certain things I'm going to. I ordered On the Run from Goody Emporium on eBay. I got... What did I get from them? I got something from them early. It was the last episode.
Mouse set?
No, it was Breaking News and Exiled.
Oh, the Chameleon, yeah.
Yeah. They're the City on Fire guys. So he has an eBay store as well, and he got that early. So
what's going on, Terry? Hope you're staying safe down there in Florida.
Yeah, dude, my sister-in-law is down there with her 2 kids, and
it is a scary time. I don't have any Shawscope pickups or anything like that, but a really good week for comedies, and I haven't even showed patrons this yet. So, Mean Girls Steelbook, and then In Bruges in 4K from Kino Lorber.
Mean Girls got a Steelbook?
A bright pink Steelbook. Pretty damn cool.
That, dude.
And it's cheap. It's like $13.
That's so fetch.
Genuinely 2 of my favorite comedies of all time.
That Mean Girls is top 10 for me. I love that movie.
So what have you been watching?
A lot of Shaw Brothers, obviously. I've been watching Dahmer.
Nice.
Does that count as a horror movie?
Not as a horror movie, no.
The first episode is strong. First episode is strong.
I've heard the first 5 are very tense, and then once it gets more into the victim stories and their background stuff, it becomes a little less creepy and more empathetic to them.
I actually just thought the first episode was the tense one. I thought everything else was it was all right, but the first one's so. I mean, is there really spoilers for something that happened in history? That's how I'm. It's always difficult to talk about true crime stuff because it's true crime. Right. You know what I mean? It's for those who don't know, Jeffrey Dahmer was a pedophile. Technically, he's a pedophile, cannibal, serial killer. What is that? Oh, sorry. Yeah, in the month of October, I'll be saying Shaw, but what I really mean is Saw. I'll be like, yeah, I watched. Yeah. So, the first episode starts off. He only targeted minorities too, so which was weird. He picks up a black guy at a bar, and the guy escapes. But that whole situation, that whole setting, is one of the most tense things I've ever watched. They're watching The Exorcist 3 on a VHS tape, and there's blood stains on the bed, and then Jeff goes, "Can I hear your heartbeat?" And the guy's like, "What the fuck?" And he's having like a panic attack. It's like boom, 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 boom. And he goes, "Oh, I love hearing your heart." And he's like, "Cause I'm gonna eat it." And then the guy starts like caressing Jeffrey's head, and then fucking like gouges his eyes. It's that's the other thing too. It just like it shows you like not only minorities were treated poorly, but like he used being gay as a benefit to scare the cops.
Yeah.
Like the cops are like, "There's no gay shit in there, all right?" And he's like, "Well, let me clean up for a second." And just fucking, it's, I don't know. There were some times where I was just like, did that really happen? Like, is that how they handled that? And it's like, yeah, they probably really did handle it like that. But yeah, it was a good show. Solid show.
What's going on, Max? And here's a name we haven't seen in a while. John Stumpf is here. He said he watched Rob Zombie's Monsters tonight.
Is that good?
And he says it's baffling. Honestly,
he's a silly man.
It looks fantastic to me. Did you like the original Monster show? Did you ever watch much of it?
Dude, I love Monsters.
So from what I hear, it's very, very similar to that, including all the cheesy jokes. Unfortunately, it sounds like it's got a little bit of the classic zombie dialogue, so it's probably a little poor in the
fantastic
dialogue. But it's probably a really good time to watch.
I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because if you go back 2 months earlier, me and you were like, what the fuck is that trailer?
Well, in that first trailer, if they would have waited 2 weeks and only released the second trailer, everybody would have been all in on it, I think.
So do you think this is going to be his most widely accepted movie since Devil's Rejects?
Widely accepted? No.
Yes.
No. I think most people are never going to watch this because of that first trailer.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah. What's going on, Silent Mandible? And then Max says, unless Herman Munster is screaming about skull fucking someone, I don't care.
Did he do that a lot?
No, he's talking about the other Rob Zombie movie dialogue.
I did watch 3 from Hell not that long ago, and I was like, cool.
It's good. The issue is that it's a part of that trilogy. If it was a separate movie, it would have been looked at as much better.
I love the aesthetic of the Mexican gang in
Hell yes.
I love the lucha libre masks and the suits, and I think it's so dope.
Yep. But the issue is those first 2 movies are just too damn good, and that one, it was going to be really, really difficult no matter what.
I'd like to see Rob Zombie do a Star Wars movie.
Just to like kill the franchise finally.
He would be goated. He'd be my favorite director.
I feel bad too, because Jeff says Sherry Moon will finally get the respect she deserves. The sad thing is, I kind of believe that she needs more respect, primarily because not enough people have seen Lords of Salem. She is genuinely incredible in that movie.
Do you know how many times I've fapped to her in House of a Thousand Corpses over the years?
In House of a Thousand Corpses?
Yeah, dude. There's that scene where she's dancing.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I was what, 4th grade when that movie came out? I really discovered a lot about myself. Have I told that story about how I saw that movie?
Maybe.
My mom's friend was supposed to take me to see a kids movie, and she was like, "Oh man, we missed the start. Let's just see House of a Thousand Corpses." It was like my babysitter, who was like in her 30s, and then we just watched that movie, and my mom's like, "Was it really appropriate for and she was like, "Yeah, it's fine." And then I asked for it for Christmas, and my mom asked the guy at Best Buy, "Hey, is this appropriate for a 5th grader or whatever?" And the guy's like, "Yeah." And then my mom caught it on TV one night, came in and shattered my disc.
Yikes.
Like, "Mom, you just broke my fapping material." She is actually a decent actress.
I genuinely think she was great in The Lords of Salem. That movie is so underrated in his filmography.
Yeah, I think his worst movie is 31.
And that's unfortunately the one I still haven't seen.
I mean, there's a character I like in that movie. Like, God, the dude from 3 from Hell, the like
Yeah,
it's that same actor. His character in that movie's fascinating. The rest of the movie just isn't good. But yeah, I like Zombie. I don't know. I like his aesthetic. I like his music.
We talked about this in the Discord today. I genuinely like both of his Halloween films. I think Halloween 2 in a decade might be looked at as way more fondly than it is now, because I think they're
the best Halloween movies.
I wouldn't agree there, but
besides the original,
I think Halloween 2 and Halloween 3 both deserve a lot more respect, and Halloween 2018 is still incredible.
I haven't seen. Ooh, I should have watched the new two, the new ones.
You haven't seen 2018 or Kills yet?
No.
Wow.
I just know he killed some firefighters and people were upset.
Yeah.
Oh, Fino says 31 is unwatchable. Really like all the rest of his films. Okay, good.
And it's sad because I feel like a Rob Zombie movie about carnies kind of sounds like it would be perfect.
Because he grew up in a carny. He grew up as a carny. It's I don't know. It's really cool that Zombie made a song called Dragula in '99 about Herman Munster's car, and then now is directing a Monsters movie. So it is. I mean, he's obviously a huge fan. I'm glad, for what I hear, it turned out good. So,
I also fully believe that if Rob Zombie would have gotten the ability to direct a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film, or a
was he supposed to?
No, but he's got the perfect eye for it. I think he would have done great at that instead of a Halloween remake. Not that he was bad at the Halloween remake. I think there's a lot that could be improved in his Halloween remake, but I think he would have killed a Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Or I've been thinking about it. I think he would have been really great at a Hills Have Eyes remake too. I know that one in 2006 is pretty incredible, but I feel like his aesthetic would work really good with that.
The early 2000s, there were some really good horror movie remakes.
Mid to late 2000s. I wouldn't say early 2000s.
Texas Chainsaw was pretty good.
It was 2003. I don't know. I was
in 6th grade. I thought that was great. That's just me, though.
I get it.
Sherry Moon would have been Leatherface? Please. Please. You just unlocked Rule 34 in my brain.
Oh, man. So you talked about some recent watches. You talked about Dahmer. Since the last time we went live, I don't think you've seen these ever, because I don't think we've ever talked about them. The 2 original Teen Wolf movies. Did you ever see those?
Oh, yeah.
The second one is so bad. Just so bad.
Dude, I even got really into that show. I was like hardcore into that Teen Wolf show, dude.
Wow.
There was a period in my life where I was watching CW shit and just being like, yeah, this is awesome.
Was that on the CW?
I feel like that was sure it was.
Like an MTV show or something.
I actually have the DVDs of the first 2 seasons, I think. I love the Teen Wolf TV show, dude.
I've never seen it, not even 1 minute of it.
Bad. I love it, but it's bad.
The first movie is okay, but God, it is not great. The second one, though, it is so damn bad nowadays, and I don't understand, first of all, how they looked at the first Teen Wolf and went, you know what, we need to make a sequel of this film.
That's how I feel about a lot of franchises from the 80s. Star Wars.
Especially when Michael J. Fox isn't coming back, because Back to the Future came out the same damn year as Teen Wolf.
Damn, he had a banger year. Good for him.
Yeah, so anyways, the wife and I, we started watching some of our franchises. So that was one. We watched the I Know What You Did Last Summer films. I think we talked about that last time. And then I have, Sean says I have to watch Teen Witch next. I don't even know what that is.
I'm bummed that they canceled Sabrina. That show was awesome.
This is completely understandable, Dead Sea Life.
Who's that?
Boof is a character, the female character that is I just said his name. Michael J. Fox's like love interest in the first one.
Can you pull it up, Jamie? Can you pull it up?
I will try. What was I about to say? I don't remember. It is.
Dead Sea Life says Teen Witch is also amazing. Damn. Is that set in the same universe as Teen Wolf?
Technically, yes.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Is there a teen multiverse?
I'm just kidding.
I finished Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, and you still haven't talked about that either.
Oh my god, dude. I've never been more wrong about a movie ever. Oh yeah, dude, classic 80s.
Yep.
Dude, they both look like 40-year-old people.
Oh yeah, everybody in that show that was playing a teenager was like 25 and above.
Dude, Everything Everywhere All at Once. What the fuck?
I love that the last time we checked in on you for this one, you had said, well, I started it and I have no desire to go finish it.
Yeah, I was at work, and I usually watch a movie at work, and I was like, I've seen it. I was just like in one of those moods where I was like, I've seen everything. I don't want to rewatch anything. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'll finish this movie. And I ended up finishing it and just being like, whoa. And I think why... So I wrote a review on Letterboxd that was a little longer than my normal reviews, but I think the key takeaway, why this emotionally resonated so well with people in our generation and younger, is that a lot of movies by studios often try to reach the audience, but they end up preaching to them. This movie is speaking to its audience instead of preaching. And I think that's why it's resonated so well with so many people. I read that Jackie Chan was supposed to be Michelle Yeoh's part. I'm so glad they did not choose him. I am so glad they went with her. I think hearing that story from a female perspective and a mother's perspective really sold that movie. You know, and it would also be kind of troubling if Jackie Chan was in a movie with a lesbian daughter when he disowned his own lesbian daughter in real life. So that'd be a little worrying. But yeah, Michelle Yeoh killed it. Probably my favorite movie of the 2020s so far.
Yeah,
I think it's that and The Norseman. And that's it.
You were much hotter on that one than I am.
Dude, it's dudes in the wood naked howling. Like, what do you like? It's fucking awesome.
It's all right.
It's such a bro movie. It's a bro movie if you also have a very emotional side to yourself.
And that might be part of the issue. I didn't really feel that much emotion from it.
I felt a lot, but then again, I am a huge wimp when it comes to feeling emotions.
Yeah, I agree with Jeff. Short Round was amazing in that movie.
And they handled the multi-dimension things perfectly. The whole butt plug scene was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I was laughing so hard, and my dad was watching it kind of, and he's like, what the fuck's going on in here? And I'm like, they have to get that in them because it's like, it's like the thing that they're going to be able to jump around to other dimensions. And he's like, what the fuck? He didn't watch anything else. He just saw that they were fighting over a fucking butt plug.
Of course he comes in and sees that scene.
Yeah, he was like, huh? And then the action's phenomenal.
Yep, it is so much better than it needed to be.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think that's what elevates that movie, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
If you had this complex story, multiverses, a story that's about like generational trauma and acceptance and all this stuff, and then it's also supposed to be a martial arts movie, and then you had a bunch of cuts, like jump cuts in there, it would have sucked. But man, they fucking stay on the action. It's so good.
Yeah, this is one that is literally going to be looked at from this year as potentially the most impactful, I think, for most people.
Yeah.
Especially for the generation that is millennials to the Gen Z, I guess would be the next one down, or Gen Y, whatever is the next one. So for the high end of that generation, moving up to the millennials, it seems like basically what you talked about at the beginning. Instead of preaching to you, the Daniels, didn't even classify it as like speaking to you. It almost felt like a speaking with you. It seemed like it was a shared experience of most generations prior to this would try to repress all trauma, and there is nothing about this movie that is going to end up repressed by the end of it. And it's so important and potent by that final scene where the daughter is crying outside by the car and Michelle Yeoh finally comes out there and makes the move to try to connect with her daughter. It's huge.
I think the scene with the black hole donut, that
The
scene
bagel.
was the bagel. That scene was pretty impactful. Do you ever watch something and go, "This director has peaked"? They're never going.
Sadly, yeah.
Like they're never like whatever Scorsese did, Goodfellas, Tarantino did Kill Bill.
Yeah.
When Michael Bay did Transformers: Dark Side of the Moon. You just, But no, I am being serious. You watch this movie and you're like, this couldn't have been better. It's a near perfect movie. I can't think of a flaw of that movie besides maybe the runtime. But
even that, I think it needed to sit with you in certain scenes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see them. I see them making another good movie. I don't see them making something that's better than this.
Time will tell.
I don't see Eggers making anything better than The Lighthouse either. You know what I mean? Like, there's just certain directors you watch something and you're like, that's it. Like, call it a career. You fucking did it. You did the impossible. You made a near perfect movie.
Completely agree. John's here too. What's going on, John? John loved the Monsters movie too. Didn't love, but he thought it was pretty good.
John's
he
got some cute ass kids, dude. He's got a cute little family. I did like Swiss Army Knife. Swiss Army Man. I did, but then again, it's a good movie, but there's a lot of flaws in that movie. Everything everywhere. It's like I can't think of a single flaw.
I got to admit, for both of them, I don't know if they use the same casting individual. The cast in both of those films are immaculate.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, yeah. Who's the husband in Everything Everywhere?
Short Round from Indiana Jones and Goonies.
He's so good. That's his best movie.
It's his first acting role in almost 40 years.
The husband?
Yes.
Where's he been?
He has been like selling real estate or something.
Good for him, dude.
Yeah.
Who's the director? Who's the actor that was in not Goodfellas, The Godfather, Dog Day Afternoon? John Castile. Is that right?
Something like that.
He died. Nothing but bangers. Short Round's been in nothing but bangers.
That's his name, Ki-hee Kwan.
He's been in nothing but bangers. Man, what a career. You do like 3-4 movies and they're all incredible.
He just got cast in something else too, so he's riding it. Yeah.
Cazale, man, dude, rest in peace to him. Godfather, Dog Day Afternoon. What else was he in? He was in something else too. Just that guy's an incredible actor. Rest in peace. Man, you go from Indiana Jones selling real estate to being in that. Oh, Mike with a controversial opinion.
Publicly, that's not controversial at all.
Wait, really? I maybe it's because I'm in the same circles as you. People love those movies.
Stan Geezy is here. What's going on, Stan?
Stan,
that's the one that he's talking about.
Deer Hunter fucking rocks.
Mike says Jamie Lee Curtis got a good movie to act in between these awful Halloween sequels, and publicly, that is a shared feeling.
Really? I thought people liked these movies.
They liked, most people were at least warm on Halloween 2018. Most people hate Halloween Kills. And I think that one is because of two reasons. One, because of the line, evil dies tonight is used like 73 times, and it's pointless. It's some of the worst dialogue in modern horror ever. But on top of that, we got a trilogy of films announced. When you're doing that, the middle film is going to feel like a transitional movie anyways, no matter what. So it's kind of doomed to be less than, because you know that there's not going to be an emotional climax, because the villain isn't in real danger because he's coming back.
What trilogies out there, the second movie's the best?
The original Star Wars, I would say, for sure.
Empire Strikes Back, yeah.
This is a franchise. Are we going to limit it to trilogies, or are we going to limit it
you can cheat and do franchise.
I think you can make an argument for Aliens being better than Alien, depending on the mood you're in. And then, of course, Terminator.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I do think Aliens is, but Alien and Aliens are two totally different films.
Well, they're two totally different genres. That's the big thing. And the same is true for Terminator and Terminator 2.
T2 rocks.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing. They go from horror movies to action movies.
Yeah, and it's Cameron.
Oh, Dark Knight trilogy, John's right. Yep.
I think this is a hot take.
Talking about 9/11?
He's talking about Lord of the Rings. Yes, Godfather 2 is the one that everybody knows.
That's the obvious one.
Yeah.
Are you watching Ring of Power?
No, I think we talked about.
I've never seen Santa Claus 2.
That's a really funny comment, Jake. No, I mean, yes, they're all kind of terrible. Ring of Power. That's what. I don't love fantasy, so it's got to be something to get me in perfectly.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So like, even the original Lord of the Rings, I didn't see for like the first 3 years after they came out.
Mike said London Has Fallen. That series of films, way underrated.
I've never seen any of them, and I've heard the exact same thing, that they're great.
So fun. Antoine Fuqua?
I think it's Fuqua.
He is a very underrated director.
Didn't he do one or two of the Pirates films?
I don't know if he's done the Pirate films. He's done that. Like, whenever I see a movie that's done by him, I go to his like letterbox page, and I'm like, what the fuck? He did that? I'm like, holy shit. He's a pretty good director.
Justin says, I'm Team Alien and Terminator 1. And honestly, on most days, Justin, I think I'd agree with you.
That's the wrong team, Justin. It's like being a Chicago Bears fan.
Duh, Bears. Jeff says Desperado, and I really hope that rumored Mexican trilogy box set from Arrow actually comes. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I actually like. Silence says I liked his Magnificent Seven remage. I agree.
Remake.
I agree. I actually think it's a pretty good remake. Wait, no. Human Centipede 2. Honestly, I'm not even trying to be funny. It's strangely meta.
It is genuinely the best of the trilogy, and
it's a meta movie because it's about watching terror. It's about watching terrible entertainment and being consumed by it.
I love. John wasn't even in the Discord watch along that I had this last weekend, but I show every single time we do this. I do a short film before the actual movie we're watching, and I showed a short film that Lawrence Harvey from Human Centipede 2 was in. And as we're watching it, he goes, hey, just so you know, this is the guy from Human Centipede 2. And somebody said, I thought that was him.
Is that the big guy? The big creepy guy?
Yeah, with the very recognizable eyes.
Yeah. That director can't find a distributor for his new movie. It's apparently super fucked up. It's about like women who masturbate to terrible things. Yeah. They're like the trailers them masturbating to 9/11.
You know what melts steel beams?
Wet cream?
You know what's an inside job now?
Bush did 9/11.
It's been 20 years, so these are on the table now.
So Antoine said, fuck.
Yeah. Antoine says Evil Dead 2, and I would agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
If the remake didn't exist. If we're just talking about the original trilogy, yes, I think the remake is the best of everything the Evil Dead has ever been.
It's tonally so different.
It is tonally so much better.
That I agree with you, but I thought you were like a hardcore OG Evil Dead fan. That's why my eyes were like, whoa.
No.
Huh.
I've confused him. And we did skip one. Dead Sea Life said Bride of Frankenstein. The thing that I love about Bride of Frankenstein is that the bride is hardly in that film. She's literally in it for like the last 6 minutes or whatever, and she's so damn iconic.
Yeah. She's got the wings like Polly from The Sopranos.
That's another good pick. Jeff says Mad Max 2.
If Fury Road didn't exist.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's the right answer.
Terry says John Waters apparently saw
He put it as one of his best movies of the year. I love John Waters, man. Yeah, this is actually the best one. Jackass 2 100% is the best Jackass movie.
I have to remember which skits were in which, because the only thing I remember is the Jackass 3 was in 3D, and I loved the 3D aspect of it.
There's the horse come in 2.
Oh, fuck.
So my mom and my grandmother, who doesn't speak English, for whatever reason they love Jackass. My grandmother, very Catholic, very proper woman, saw my tattoos, punched me in the face. Proper woman. I watched Jackass 2 with them. I'm a young man. When that horse semen scene came up, both of them levitated off of the couch and just dispersed into the kitchen to vomit. I've never seen my mom move like that, dude. And then you just hear, wow. Like, they turn into Steve-O.
I don't even know what to say to that. Since we're talking horror all of a sudden with some of these, I will throw out, I don't think it's the best film in the franchise. I think Final Destination 2 is the most fun of the franchise.
What's the one with that?
That's the one with the big car crash at the beginning with the pile up and the logs on the
wood.
truck.
Oh, dude, that fucked me up when I was a kid. Yeah. It's a bad answer, but I really liked Blair Witch 2 as a kid.
No, that's not a bad answer. That's an awful answer. That's like one of the worst takes ever made.
Sorry. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but I remember watching that a lot for some reason.
We need a good like Blair Witch all-encompassing box set to be released, so we don't ever have to have another one made. Because I don't think one or two of them don't even have Blu-ray releases in the States.
Really?
Yeah.
The last one I saw with my mom in theaters. For whatever reason, she was like, "You want to go see Blair Witch?" I also saw Green Inferno with my mom in theaters.
Wow.
That was a wild watch with my mother. So
amazing. To change the subject, the actual topic that we were going to discuss tonight. Upcoming releases for the rest of this year that we are looking forward to, other than Shawscope, because now you have it and you cannot gush about it. There is so much coming out for the rest of this year, and it is crazy because I hesitate to say that this is better than either of the last 2 years. However, I feel like we have more happening this year.
I think more is the right answer. I mean, last year there were like some releases that I think were really, really good. You know, like we got Shawscope 1, Cinematic Vengeance. I've picked up all the Eureka stuff this year that's like martial arts based. I like them, but nothing hit as hard as One Arm Boxer, Duel to the Death for me.
Yeah.
So this year it does, and there's been like almost no westerns this year. Like there's been like no there's been the 4Ks of the Dollar Trilogy or the other two films.
Point of order real quick. With there being no westerns, I have to throw this out here because I had never even heard of it. Let me make sure that I have the title right before I go on this rant. I would assume you enjoy a Walter Hill film or two, correct?
Yes, he's got a new movie coming out.
Right, and it's a western. Did you know that part?
Yep.
So this movie is up for pre-order, and the current price on Blu-ray on pre-order is $11.99.
I heard it's not going to be good.
So this movie is called Dead for a Dollar. Mm-hmm. Did you see who is in this?
Yeah, it's Christoph Waltz, William Dafoe.
Christoph Waltz and Willem Dafoe in a Walter Hill film, and it looks like straight ass.
Dude, it looks bad.
It looks so bad.
It looks like those two were like, "Oh, we like him. We'll do him a favor. We'll do that movie." Yeah. When I saw so I heard it was coming, very similar to the Blade of the 47 Ronin. I heard about it, no trailer, and then when the trailer dropped, I was like, "What? No.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's a big surprise.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, dude, the big gun down's coming from Indicator. That's wild to me.
Yes.
Do I pick that up?
I mean, to me, there wasn't a lot that was much better over the Grindhouse release.
That's why I'm like,
there is some new stuff on there, but not a ton.
So for the rest of the year, what's stuff that, like, because for me, everything that I've wanted for the rest of the year is coming this week in the mail. So it's like stuff that I already know that's coming. I already have it. So like, what's something that you're most excited about?
I mean, first of all, this is the year for catalog releases on 4K, and not all of them have been incredible, but a lot of them have been really great. Especially, like, this is a banner year for horror on 4K, for classic horror, like Fright Night in 4K, Poltergeist in 4K, The Lost Boys in 4K, and then on top of that, we're getting Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction in 4K before the end of the year. We are, staring at some that have been good or bad, depending on who you ask. Friday the 13th came out on 4K, and it's not incredible. It's not a huge upgrade, but it's also a little bit better than people made it out to be. I think a lot of people are testing these with either really cheap panels, or they're still using like a PlayStation 5 for their 4K player, and it's just not that. Second Sight is still putting out The Hitcher in 4K. We have the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming in 4K. We have Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 coming in 4K.
Roadhouse.
We've got Roadhouse coming in 4K.
I forgot about that. I'm actually not even like, I'm like really pumped for that movie.
And the fact that, they didn't publicly announce features for it, but some of the things that I know are coming on the disc, I can't wait to see it. It's going to be an incredible release.
What all did they announce?
They announced that. They announced Invisible Maniac on 4K. They announced the Hong Kong film.
Burning Paradise. That's right.
That's the name.
Very odd. That's an odd choice for Vinegar Syndrome. I feel like their Hong Kong releases, besides Ebola, have not fit that label. But I'm all for it.
Have not fit Vinegar Syndrome, you mean?
Yeah, like Righting Wrongs, Iceman Cometh, Burning Paradise. They don't tonally, like, when I think of Vinegar Syndrome, those films don't tonally like match with what I think.
And I think that's the issue, is that Vinegar Syndrome, they really can't be nailed down. They've put out so many different genres of film.
I texted you this year at the end of the year, after, like, when we do whatever form of show we're doing for that, Vinegar Syndrome is tied right now for me with 88 Films as the best label of the year. Last year, that would have been not happening. But, I mean, they put out, was it Hot Snake? That's one of the best movies I've seen this year. One of my favorite
There's
movies.
a good Western that came out this year.
Yeah, just out of nowhere. So I think that's it. I think that's the only Western I really, really enjoyed this year. But yeah,
Terry brings up the Santo box set.
Yes, I'm very excited for Santo.
And then that giant Michael J. Murphy box set from Indicator, and then the Obayashi box set coming from Third Window.
Third Window, yep. There's a lot of good sets. Eureka's announcing something. Oh, I guess that shit already leaked, right?
They pretty much shared pictures from everything, and so they're putting out announcements on Thursday. One of them being Caligari in 4K, and then the Michelle Yeoh title.
Yes, Madden.
Yeah.
I have a friend that's pumped. Old Henry 4K was this year. Fuck, that was this year, wasn't it?
Yep.
Shit.
Columbia Classics Volume 3 is still coming. That Sony Pictures Classics all 4K box set is coming, which is a wild.
Wait, they're already up to 3 Columbia Classics?
Yes, sir. And that first one, if you have the first one, it goes for like $310 on eBay all day.
Do I get rid of mine? Yeah, I mean, there's so much shit coming still. The
Man with No Name trilogy from Kino in 4K this year.
Yeah, that's a great choice. Dead Sea Life has good taste in movies. What's been your three favorite releases of the year so far?
Jesus. I mean,
oh, we have the Infernal Affairs trilogy from Criterion.
Yep. I have to go open my letterbox to see what I've even watched this year. Let's see.
I really like Execution in Autumn quite a bit.
Oh wow.
Why? Like I still think about that movie regularly. That's probably up there. Shawscope, obviously, and that's like a no-brainer. People are probably sick of me talking about Shaw Brothers. But then there's stuff like the Tiger Cage trilogy, which was such a fun fucking series of movies to watch.
Yeah.
The Hot Snake's up there. Hot Snake is top 5 for sure. Like I can't underestimate how much. Miami Connection 4K. Dude, don't shake your fucking head. That movie rocks, dude.
I can't stand that movie.
What?
I hate Miami Connection.
Do you have it?
Yeah, of course I have it. I'm a subscriber.
Oh my god, dude. You hate that movie?
It's not fun.
You're a silly goose, dude.
I don't know.
You're being a real silly boy right now. All the Billy Blanks movies?
Oh, jeez.
What? You don't like Billy Blanks?
Anyways, I believe this came out this year. The Last Black Man in San Francisco 4K release from A24.
That was this year, yep.
Incredible. Loved that release. Everything about that release was great. Now, this is going to be tough. End of the year list for this year are going to be really hard.
Oh, Cops and Racketeers from Arrow?
Yep.
I like that. What Arrow, for me, from my taste, has had a pretty lackluster year.
That Mad Dog Morgan release from Indicator is kind of amazing.
That's right behind me, yep. That's a good release.
Oh, Out of the Blue from Severin as well. I still haven't gotten mine in, but I can't wait. Mine just shipped. I can't wait to see that.
Ooh, what is Visual Vengeance? Oh, before we get into that, Rebels of a Neon God. From what partner label was that?
Decanalog, I think.
Yeah, great release. What is Visual Vengeance?
It is a partner label of Wild Eye, which was like the shittiest $3 horror movies that you can think of, but they are releasing pretty batshit out of nowhere great SOV titles.
What is SOV?
Shot on video, so not super high quality.
Oh, SOV. I thought you said SOB. I was like, son of a bitch movies.
But they're going all in as like an actual boutique label. They got like really nice artwork, really nice slipcovers. They come with sticker packs on all of them. They come with bonuses, like another hint onto what I'm showing in one of my Patreon videos this week. I got the newest 2-pack, and it came with a Slaughter Day face mask.
Ooh. Huh. I'm going to check that out. John says Arrows had a weird year. There's been bangers and there's been head scratchers.
Yeah, I would agree with that for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, there's been nothing truly. I mean, besides this, it's just so beautiful, Ryan. It's so beautiful.
The hard part, like,
is my penis right now. By the way.
Oh, that was a really good setup. Since like March of 2020, and everybody got sent home from work for a couple weeks, it genuinely feels like time is just a construct. I swear, like, tomorrow feels like it's going to be March 914th, 2020. I don't know necessarily what came out this year. Plus, I've been so much busier this year than other years, and I have not been able to watch as much as I want. I didn't even mention Second Sight releases. They did Drive in 4K, and it's ridiculously good. Their release of The Witch in 4K is ridiculously good. Yeah, it's been an incredible year.
It sure has been a very incredible year.
But there's still a lot to come. Are there any still coming for the rest of the year? Like the imprint release of the Kurosawa film. Are you getting that one?
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're putting out that one that was hard to find. I can't remember the name of it right now. I will tell you in just a second. It's like Ursu Duzala or something like that. I apologize. I murdered that name. I'm about to see it. Oh, I was close. Dursu Uzala from 1975.
Huh.
We talked about this one.
I feel like we have. I'm having deja vu.
Let me pull this up for you.
What is that? Oh, fuck! That's on Orbit.
Well, I don't think they've gotten it in stock yet.
No, they have it in stock.
Oh, is it today?
They had it like yesterday.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, it's got a new audio commentary by Japanese film expert Stuart Galbraith IV. History of Dursu Uzala with film writer and historian Michael Brook, who is really great. Video essay by music historian David Schechter on the score, and then some old archival stuff on here, including a short documentary on the making of.
I'm gonna have to pick that up. Damn.
I figured that would be one that you'd be all over. And yeah, agreed with John. Mono Macabro has had a kind of incredible year this year.
Now, are you excited for any of first time I've heard of SOV? I thought it meant movies that were released in the Soviet Union.
That's really funny, Dead Sea Life. Fanatical says the guest releases was that this year?
Yeah.
No, the guest was last year. It was like one of my top 3 releases from last year.
Maybe
it had to have been.
Maybe you're right.
Let me pull it up. Jeff says that is available for pre-order. Yes, because it comes out tomorrow.
Huh.
Yeah, Dr. Caligari 4K from Mondo is about to come out.
Very excited for Dr. Caligari.
Yes, the guest 4K came out October of last year.
I'm pumped for what's that movie that Vinderson spun out? The Dragon Wilson or whatever is in it.
Oh yeah, I don't remember the name of it.
And then they're putting out the Chuck Norris movie in 4K.
I don't think that one was confirmed for 4K.
I thought it was 4K.
It might be. The Dawn the Dragon title is Red Sun Rising.
Can't wait, dude. So excited. So stoked. I mean, but the 2 box sets of the year though are like they're in my hands, you know. They're just I have them. I'm gonna make love to them.
Yeah, it looks like Sidekicks is supposed to be a 4K.
Or True Lies, yeah, but True Lies was last year too, though. That doesn't count.
Yes, they did release a standard of the guest this year.
Now, when we get off air, we're going to be talking about end of the year stuff because we're going to have a show. So hopefully it's fun. Hopefully it's fun.
Scream Factory has had a very odd year.
Oh, Ryan, can we tell them what I did to you today?
Sure.
I took a huge shit, and then I took.
You put it on Twitter.
Yeah, I did. It's on my Twitter. I don't care. Whatever. Everyone poops if you're offended by it. Whatever. I took a huge shit. Took a picture of me holding Shawscope over my toilet so you can see the poop in the background. And I texted it to Ryan and I said, pretty shitty that they pushed it back to December. And he was like, yeah, it sucks. Very odd. And I was like, did you not get my joke? And he was like, what the fuck? It's like you got me off guard.
Well, on top of that, the whole reason I didn't get the joke is because the keyboard was open when you sent it. So it cut off the top third of the picture. So all I saw was Shawscope. And you said pretty shitty. And I was like, what? And then you said you didn't get the joke. So I scrolled back up and then I saw it in my face. Good Lord.
Pretty fun. I'm a fun guy to have to give your phone number to. I can't talk.
That is the life we are in now.
Yeah, Ryan gets my poop pics weekly.
Dustin says I saw that and scrolled up real fast.
I wonder how many people unfollowed.
Dustin, you and me both. I've got a lot of stuff I need to get rid of.
You guys can just focus on one genre.
Oh, Sean. That's funny.
Surprise, motherfuckers.
Anything else from the rest of the year that you want to, really hit? Because you didn't say a whole lot.
Because everything that I've been waiting has been the back half of the year, and it's
in your hand.
Literally all in my Police Story, the Angela Mouse set, Shaw Scope, the Vinegar Syndrome stuff, the fucking On the Run. It's all here. It's all coming.
Here's a weird one. Eureka put out the Mouse set in the UK, and Arrow came out and said, whoa, hold on. We're putting that out in the US, and still haven't announced it. It's been months since they said that. What the hell?
So with On the Run, if you put On the Run in a Region A player from Eureka, it's just the Arrow disc.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering
it's the exact same disc.
I wonder if it's the same thing with Angela Bow.
It likely will be. They literally said we're doing the same thing that we did.
You guys want to try it out right now, live?
Do it.
Let's do it. Good thing I have pants on. We're doing it. Fuck. Gotta get it. I'm a fucking 50-year-old man in this broken body.
We've not said it yet. Mike wanted to point out the next Air 444.
Oh, yeah. Super excited, dude. Beyond excited for that stuff. So.
And then also they said we might be able to get the pre-orders for the next wave after that one before the end of this calendar year. Which I'm curious because they did, they announced 4 titles after this last pre-order, but they didn't say all 4 of them were going to be in this next pre-order or if any of them were going to be in it. It might be a couple of them. It might be all 4 of them. It might be none of them.
I don't know where the Blu-ray player remote's at.
John, did Severin confirm another Franco 4K is coming?
Are they really doing another Just Franco 4K?
I don't remember that being announced.
Why would you do that?
Because it'll make them money because there's so many Franco files.
I'm sure dude, look what happens. It's the same disc, so why isn't it out? Look at this.
I bet, you remember how they took a couple months off? I bet that they are waiting to fill a spot that they are going to have to need, and it'll probably be announced for December. And in December, we already know one of the Arrow titles getting announced, so it would probably be that other title, the Mao set, and maybe one other thing.
It's literally just the Arrow disc. That's so weird.
That is so funny.
Huh.
Oh, okay. So John Severin did mention that they're doing 2 4Ks from I think they said like Masters of Italian Cinema or something like that. And first off, Franco's Spanish. I think they said Italian, but I do know one of the 2.
We are not claiming that man. All right, let's just get we do not claim Jess Franco. Let's get that straight.
I know one of the 2 titles at least, and it is certainly not a Franco.
Damn.
That's hilarious though that they make discs like this, where if it's in Region A, it shows up as an Arrow disc.
And it's very funny. It was the first one was On the Run, and that is pretty hilarious. It's just Arrow.
It does suck though that they didn't put it out already. I mean, now it's like I kind of want to buy the Eureka disc because it'll be here. But
that's the other thing that sucks about these multi-region same releases or same titles is that I already have a massive Eureka collection, and it's all it's all themed, it's all Asian based. Yes, what have I been saying?
I don't remember. Oh, I think you said On the Run.
Yes. Sorry, running out of time. On the Run is coming to my house. It all sounds the same in my
Let's
brain.
say On the Running Out of Time.
Yes.
You know what gets me with these multi-region releases is when it's stuff like the 88 Films and Vinegar Syndrome releases, because like the Iceman Cometh was announced from 88 Films, then it was announced from Vinegar Syndrome, and we knew all the details, and a lot of people went, "Oh, I'll just buy the Vinegar Syndrome one then." But then 88 Films shared the details on theirs after that, and it has an even longer cut, and so a lot of people are like, "Well, fuck, I could have got that."
They both of them have enough shit for me personally to double dip.
Yep.
So, but if this is a new trend with Vinegar Syndrome, I'm going to pick them over 88. Because I mean, even though those selections are weird, in my opinion, I think they're really good. I think they're like Burning Paradise is awesome. It is awesome. That movie rocks. So, yeah, really good picks, in my opinion. But man, Vinegar Syndrome went from being a not flip label to having bad action movies. Now they're having respected Hong Kong movies.
And Roadhouse.
And then fucking Miami Connection and Roadhouse, dude. Which one's better?
That's not even a question.
Miami Connection. It's got the better soundtrack.
I would agree there. Maybe.
And Patrick Swayze's dead.
But we've seen before he can be a ghost.
Dude, it's almost like we wrote that out. It's almost like me and you write these skits because the way we work off each other is so quick and works so well. Fuck, I hate you. That was good.
Oh man.
I'm just looking at Angela Mao. Angela Mao has a fucking restaurant in New York City that she just works at.
Yep.
Just one of the most badass ladies ever, just casually making food. Bizarre.
John says, I'm a little disappointed by Vinegar Syndrome's Black Friday, actually. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people are. And I almost feel like those two mystery titles, they got to be pretty redeeming at this point.
I don't like that they do the mystery titles. I want to know.
I get that. Believe me, if you're going to be buying, you usually want to know. But I say that as I'm a subscriber. Anyways, the hard part is the way that they do things. Vinegar Syndrome is brilliant at marketing because they are always in the news. Literally.
Yeah.
No matter what, we are always talking about them. And it's not even necessarily because of the release coming out. It's not because of, I just watched this and it's amazing. Let's discuss it. It's the first of the month. There's announcements. It's, the 5th of the month. People are getting the stuff from last month. It's the 15th of the month. We are starting to see shipping notices or whatever. We're just always talking about them. And then, now there's 4 sales a year plus partner label spotlight every month. It's crazy. We are always talking about them.
They rock. The VS
so much has changed in 1 year.
Very sexy.
Anything else you want to highlight before we call it a night?
Just want to highlight how awesome Ryan's channel is, how much effort he puts into it, how awesome his videos are. So, yeah, that's it.
Well, I appreciate that. Genuinely. Terry says, I love Roadhouse and Miami Connection, but I would have to give the edge on the music to Roadhouse. Jeff Healy's an underrated musician.
It's okay to be wrong.
Yeah, I think most people think Invisible Maniac is a pretty trash movie, but I definitely have to see it, especially because it's an Adam Rifkin movie.
It's just weird that they're putting out one of my dad's favorite movies. That's just fucking weird, dude. If I gave my dad the Vinegar Syndrome's website and was like, pick the one movie it would be a Roadhouse. He'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking love Roadhouse. Dude, he was watching it the other night. It was on like IFC or something, and he was just like, dude, he's such I call him Rain Man sometimes because he repeats himself over and over again. It's like we had the same conversation. He'll be like, hey, look, it's Roadhouse. You ever seen this? I'm like, Dad, you asked me this literally 2 weeks ago.
And 2 weeks before that.
And 2 weeks before that. Or like when Zero Dark 30's on, his favorite movie, he's like, I fucking love this movie, man. They killed Bin Laden. Like, yeah, dude. He's such a guy.
Oh man, this has been a fun night.
Yes, it has. I love you, and I love all of you.
I love all of you too. Any
Except-
final questions or topics people want to brought up before we
Yeah.
head out?
Do you guys want to see Shaw Scope Volume 2 one more time? Here we go.
Okay, real talk. The book. I think you said it was decent. How is quality and everything this time? You feel like it's decent overall?
Yeah, quality's good. Really, really good. What I do like about what I want to highlight about this is that they show you who the fight coordinator is in the cast section for each movie. So that's really nice. But yeah, Boxer's Omen's going to be, might have to make my wife watch that. She won't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Johnny Toe movie in here. No, it's just bizarre.
You know, it's been an odd year considering we've had multiple fairly big name labels start in the same year, which hasn't happened seemingly in a while.
Like who? Air.
Chameleon. Air didn't start this year.
That was last year.
Visual Vengeance, Radiance.
Fuck yeah, Radiance this year.
Although we won't see their releases this year, they've announced this year.
It's a good year. It's a good time to be a physical media collector.
It is a great time, and yet we have. Here's a hot take. I don't think we talked about this because I've just found out about this on Thursday on my stream. Somebody brought up that Bill Lustig, who is the head of Blue Underground, he did an interview on Serial at Midnight's channel recently.
Yeah.
And he said that within the next 5 years, many of these physical media companies will not exist anymore because there will be no more movies to put out.
So within 5 years?
Within 5 years.
I think he's a fucking full of shit, dumb poopy head.
It is one of the most odd takes I've heard from somebody that lives in this space and makes money in that space to say.
Yeah, he's a dumb poopy head. There's so many corners of the world that even martial arts. We've gotten 36 Shaw Brothers movies within a year time. I have 265 martial arts movies. That well is not running dry anytime soon. You still have the Golden Harvest catalog. You still got the movies from Taiwan. Like, just fucking, you have so much. There's so many things that need to be put out. So
Dustin says, I literally gagged in a few scenes watching The Boxer's Omen.
Sure, dude. That's a movie I think Ryan's gonna like.
Jeff wants to know, what are the best ones in the set?
So just crack it open. 36 Chambers of Shaolin is obviously, I think, the highlight. There's the artwork. I'm not too big onto the sequels, which is Disciples or Return and Disciples. Mad Monkey Kung Fu is great. Dragon does not like this movie, or he doesn't think it fits the vibe of the set. I disagree. I think it's a fun movie. I think these two. I think all the Venom Mob stuff and all the Lau Kar Long stuff are awesome. Kid with the Golden Arm is amazing. And 10 Tigers of Kwantung is also incredible. My Young Auntie is a lot of fun. Boxer's Omen, I think this is a good double feature. Mercenaries from Hong Kong and Boxer's Omen. So there's a lot more. Not a lot more. There's two more. The Barefooted Kid, Martial Arts of Shaolin. So, and then 2 music CDs. Honestly, this does not have a bad movie in the set. The first one I did not like, Mighty Peking Man. This set is pretty much just bangers.
Sardis says you need to post more videos.
Thank you, Sardis.
Antoine says the invisible slipcover will come with the Invisible Maniac as a special slip. That's funny.
That's good.
Okay, so now that I am caught up on most of the comments, check out what I haven't even been able to post yet because this literally just got announced. Old Boy Collector's Edition coming from Umbrella. The world's first release of Old Boy on VHS.
Do I buy this movie?
Look at that art, dude.
Once again, who is that? Tony Stella? That is great.
New audio commentary by Aaron McCann and Dominic Pierce. Custom O-ring, 8 lobby cards. I mean, that's pretty cool. But then also, check this out. Box of Bert Collector's Edition.
What's included?
We get the Cannonball Run 2, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, Stroker Ace, The Man Who Loved Women. Wow, that's actually a pretty good box set.
That's a fun box set.
It is such a good name too. And
What
look
else
at
is
the
it?
sticker.
Honk If You Heart Bert. That's good. What else did they announce? That's a fucking great box set.
Hammer Horror Volume 1 Collector's Edition, which a lot of these have had, well, they've all had releases elsewhere, so most people are going to have these. There is going to be a bunch of new features, though. Stephen Vogt, John Voci, Kim Newman, talking about Peter Cushing, and Oliver Reed, and Freddie Francis. Wow. Then Death in Brunswick is coming to Sunburnt Screens. Another Sam Neill title, damn it, which means I'm probably gonna have to buy it.
Is that it? Just those 4?
Those 4, yeah.
Damn, that old boy set. How many copies of a movie do I really need?
Well, and the crazy thing, there are only very few of the VHS copies, I think. What did it say? Dang it.
I'm not unlocking the VHS hole in my mind where I'm gonna have to start buying VHSs.
I mean, it is Old Boy.
That's true. Ooh, did they announce more 6-shooter classics?
No. Not at all. All right. I think that's probably it for the night. Hope everybody enjoyed that. We will be back in a couple of weeks. It will be dead in the middle of October then, which is crazy. Next show will be on October 11th.
And I will have at least watched 10 horror movies.
I can't wait. I'm on vacation that week too, so
Damn.
hopefully I can get some watch time in.
All right. Peace out, guys. Love you all.
See you guys next time.